So this is a very quick video on shape tweening. I've created a simple shape. If I double click on that shape, you'll see in the properties inspector, let's bring up the properties, we'll see that that is a shape, not a symbol. And this is the difference between shape tweening and any other tweening, is that we're actually tweening shapes rather than symbols. So don't go converting things into symbols for this kind of animation. So we've got a shape of this green square in keyframe 1, and at frame 24 I'm just going to insert a blank keyframe, so there's nothing in that keyframe, and I'm going to create a separate shape. So I'm just going to create a blue circle. So in this keyframe I have that shape, in this keyframe I have that shape. Now if I right click on the frames in between and create the classic shape tween, you can see what Flash does. It interprets one and brings it to the other. Now you can also do that with letters. I'm going to clear that keyframe and put in a letter using my text tool. I will need to create another just blank keyframe first of all, and in there just type the letter W. Okay. Now at the moment you can see that the animation is still broken here because the W isn't a shape. If I click on it, you can see it doesn't have shape properties, it has dynamic text properties. So what I'm going to have to do is to break that apart and break it into a shape. So I'll just right click on break apart, and you can see now that the properties have changed to that being a shape. I should then be able to come back and we can see the animation has recompleted, and now the square is turning into the W. You will find problems with letters that have gaps in. We'll just have a look at one of those examples. So I'm just going to go through that process again. I'm going to clear that keyframe, insert a blank keyframe, and this time with my text tool I'm going to type the letter A. Now A has got that gap in the middle there, and we'll see how Flash handles that. Once again I'm going to need to break it apart and put it into a shape. You can see that the animation changes. So you can see here how that gap is really affecting the mutation between the letter A and that square. Now you can handle this by breaking up your A into two separate shapes, and I'll link to a tutorial that allows you to do that and shows you a little bit of a development of how you might achieve that. But for now, that is basic shape tweening.